start streaming. So let me just make sure. Oh, the YouTube dashboard says receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. You are live. The internet can totally see you now. That's what it says. All right. Do you want to see a link? I can share a link to the page for you. We have so far 0 people watching us, but I expect those numbers to really head up here pretty soon. I also don't see the link to the new video. I just see the link to my dashboard. My YouTube name is J Cornelius, maybe? J Cornelius. All right. So just make sure the audio is muted from that. So welcome, audience. We are in turn 2, probably, of the German, of scenario 3. It's German's turn to move. You will never see the first turn and a half of this game. We're not going to turn back time, and we did not record it or we're streaming it. I'm playing with Space Otter C. I'm Jay Cornelius. And yeah, we are relatively new to the game, so feel free to point out our errors and make us better, make us all better. All right, that's my intro. Space Otter, you got anything to add there? Yeah. The way this scenario is set up, it's basically the Germans are holding their position. They're the defenders, and the Americans are charging up. North is actually to the left end of the screen, so they're charging from the west to the east. The Americans had this set up behind this green hex line, so they've been going through this forest and through the town. The Germans had to set up east of this hex line, so they've fallen back a little bit. And then the scenario special rules, they get the Germans get to declare 2 hidden building locations that have an extra bonus TEM. So one of those has been discovered as this building right here, and the other one is still hidden. So you can wait in anticipation for that moment when that's revealed. All right, so German turn 2. So I'm gonna shoot at a bunch of guys. I will start by taking a look down here. And I think this stack here with the 447 and the medium machine gun is gonna fire on C3. So that's 11 firepower here. Got 1 hindrance and 1+1 here for the woods. So the chart, where'd my chart go? I'm just gonna pull up my infantry fire table chart. All right, so roll some die here. That's going to be what are we talking about? We're on the 8 chart, I guess. 8 plus 2. Yeah. And, oh, sorry, I rolled the die twice. We'll take this first one, which was the worst one here. So that's a 6 up 2 is 8. And sorry, my infantry fire table kind of pops in and out here. 6 up 2, yeah. So that's normal morale check right there. Yep. That's for the I was firing at C3, so you got your leader to. So he would go first, right? So that would apply to him. He'd pass, and then you get a -1 on all your next rolls. So they pass. I believe so, yeah. So these guys are prep fired. All right. And I think I'm going to take this stack over here in the corner over in P1. They are going to fire across the map at H3, where you got an 80 leader and a 666. So that's a 7, so that's going to go down to the 6 chart, and it's going to be a 4 up 3, I think. Yeah. So I roll a 7, 4 up 3 becomes a 10, so that's nothing. All right. Let's see here. I'm sorry, we jumped ahead of ourselves. We never did the rally phase. So big error on our part. Sorry, I was a little excited about live streaming for the first time. Should we back up, seeing as how the prep fires didn't do anything? You've got a ton of stuff that you might be able to do. Okay. I guess technically I should probably go first, given that. Well, go ahead. Sorry. I do have this one guy here who's a 4, who's a broken and reduced half squad, I think. Over in what is that? On the other upper board. I guess that's X1. So he has to get a 5 or less. And he gets a 6, so he stays broken. So now, sorry, go ahead. If you made it, you can count it. If not, why don't you, what's that? What? But he had a DM, so he's like, it's a +4 to the roll. Oh. 7. Now, do you get 1 for being in a stone building too? I think you do. I believe it passes, yeah. Right, not on your turn. Or not on my turn, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you got those guys deep down there too. Down in L7 and J7. That'll have to wait till your turn. All right, so let's go mark these things. That's what these dials are for, eh? So now it's the prep fire phase. All right, so those 2 prep fires will stand. And then I'll go ahead with the other prep fires. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have the crew in K2 shoot down toward K4. So that's gonna be a 6 up 3. Yeah. And that's not going to be anything. 6, 7 up 3 is going to be nothing. No rate of fire. Dink. And take a look at these other guys. You got to go over here on the left side of the screen. You got a big flamethrower, which I can't see, but I could be nervous about it. Yeah, that's right. I got my German squad A and my German squad L. They're over in the upper board, CC2 and BB1. I think they're going to fire at your medium machine gun. Yeah, you don't have a leader there. So that's it's going to be 4 up 1 because both those end up getting to be long range. All right, so and that's going to be nothing. Prep fire, prep fire. 4, 3, 6. Yeah, I think that might be it for my prep fire phase. So I'll go to my movement phase. Oops. There you go. movement phase. All right, so I've got this crew in we should review just briefly what your objective is. Greater than, the Americans win immediately if they control greater than or equal to 25 building hexes on map board Z. So, yeah. I've got these guys right on the edge of the board, straddling. Is this map board Y on the bottom? Yeah, that's Y. So I'm gonna take the guys from Y. It's T0 on the Z board. We're gonna move backwards. So we're gonna go to S1. Is that clear? Okay, then we're gonna go to S2. All right. Oh, well, there's the woods too. You maintain rate of fire though. I don't think you're forced to shoot again, but basically the machine gun can act like it hasn't fired. So we put a first fire on your 666. But yeah, the machine gun can continue to fire. Any other attempts from another unit or anything? All right, so back to the stack. It's going to go to S3, and that's for now a total of 4 movement factors. That you have line of sight to, but by now that's like a +5 shot or +6. Yeah, and they'll hang out there. My squad, let's see here. I'm going to take one of the squads from X1 on the Z board and move east, just this 436. So that's 2 movement factors into X2. That's okay. You're not going to shoot. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go to X3. And I'm going to take my German squad. You know what? I think that's actually it for my movement. So I think I could have maybe shot a couple more in prep fire, but that's it. So then it would be defensive fire phase. Okay. Yeah. 7, so 6 up 4. Okay. Okay. All right, so then that's the stack is final fired. All right. H3 to BB1. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Through the orchard. Yeah. Oh, because 1 is okay. Yeah, 6. Yep, 6. So 6, 12, 16, 19. Believe so. And 1 morale check. All right, so I start with my leader. 5 plus 1 is 6, so he passes. And then, or 4, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong die roll. 4. So, and then I need a 6 for the guy, and I get an 8, so this guy breaks. All right. Fire. You do have, let's see. You do have somebody in I4 that has line of sight. It's not great. Yeah, so then I would add, it would be up 4 for the orchard. Yeah. All right. So, advancing fire phase. And don't have a great deal I can do there. I can shoot 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. DD3 can shoot onto D3, which is a 2 up 1. And so then he cowers. So it's a 1. So nothing. Actually, he's a conscript. It would be a double cower. So you go from 2 down to 0. So a whole lot of nothing for that guy. My German squad J, who's over in Z1. This is going to be a whole lot of nothing too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can shoot at your 9, 6, 6 stack and C3, I think. Yeah, that's nothing too. All right. I think that'll cover it. So it's the route phase. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Thank you. So I'm going to have the leader go with this guy who's over on EE2. So that whole stack can go to FF2 and then to FF3. I believe so, but maybe not. I can do it. I feel like they have to drop it because there's 4 portage points. All right. I can take a quick peek on this. I mean, I think you're right there. I can just make a note of this and come back and look at it yet later on. Yeah. All right. So I'll leave the machine gun behind. Does that seems right there? Okay. And then you got 2 DM squads. Should they not be DM'd anymore? Because they were not. So that's it. I didn't DM any of your guys this round. So that should be it for the DM phase, or the rep phase. And then the advance phase. I'm going to advance this one little guy from BB1 to AA. Two. And I think that's it. Well, no, I'm going to do the 436 to DD4. This is it. So then that would be close combat phase, and then now it's your rally phase. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that what you're reading it in the rule book? Yeah, normally you have three portage points, and the extra one would reduce your movement factors by 1. Well, then I will take it with me. Machine guns. So, your rally phase. Okay. Yeah, which one were you doing? The one in G5? Yeah, so it's like up one, down one. Yep. So they rally. And do you not have any other leader led ones? Okay. I got a chance to do the one on the Z board in X1. He's got to get a 5 or less. And he gets a 5. Flip. Where's the flip? Oh, I break him. Yeah. That is a 2-3-6 half squad. He's gonna save the game. He's gonna have a nice hero moment later. I can feel it. Then I got the 7 in FF3, and so that's gotta be it's 3. He's gotta get a 4. Nothing, but this DM goes away. All right. That's it. Prep fire. And this pin, your pin marker goes away. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it would be an 8 up 3. Yeah. So 6 becomes a 9. It's a pin task check. I just click the task check button. So that's a 7. So they pass. Oh, there. At K4. Yeah, 8 up 4. I don't know. You got to get to 25 building hexes. Would you be interested? I could put the link. I found the link for the live. I could drop it in the Discord channel. But I mean, I could put it so other people could find it if we wanted to publicize ourselves. We are, yeah. All right, let me, sorry, I was just posting it to Discord. So come again. Okay. Single die roll, 3 or less. Okay. Yeah, I think what you could do, because that was 2 movement factors, right? And then if you move another guy, I don't think you can go back to the first guy. So you could try again if you wanted to keep your other guy from moving. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes. But I don't think you can move somebody, go move another unit, and then come back. That's all I'm saying. That means he's done moving totally. Okay. Which one was this? This is the. I think what happens when you're when you're trying to lay smoke and you roll a 6. I think it might kill your ability. Like that kills your movement turn. I believe so. If the smoke placement die roll is a 6, the unit must immediately end its movement phase in its current location. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now I gotta start looking at this. H4. Okay. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm going to take a shot with my units in X1 on the Z board. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the 4, 4, 7. Yeah, and this will be. I guess this will be leader led. So that's going to be a 4 minus 2. Ooh. So that becomes a 1 KIA. No, so this is a KIA. It's not a casualty reduce. It's a KIA. He's just gone. And I placed some residual fire there too. Mm-hmm. Oh. I5 to J4, okay. K5. I think I might try to shoot at them from P1. That's a 447. Yeah, so it's long range for the unit, but P2 to K5 looks pretty clear. All right, so that's 4 goes down to 2, 3 for the machine gun, so it's on the 4 chart, 4 minus 2. 10, so he cowers. So 4 down to the 2, and then minus 2 is nothing. Okay. Prep fired, but then there'd be 2 residual. Yeah. The cowering, does the cower prevent residual fire from being placed? All right. I think it might. Oh, and this should not be prep fire, it should be. It's final fire. Full squads have 4, unless they're conscripts, then they have 3. Yeah. All right. Let me take a look at what I got there. L4. Oh, that's tight. It's going to bisect that line. K2. It's probably going to get a piece of that building in L3. I'm gonna let that go. And 5. Okay. Okay. And let me take a look at that. J5. So that I should have line of sight to. There is hindrance. So that gives rid of the movement in the open. Kind of takes away from that. But let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in. That'd be 6 up, 6 flat, I think. J5 was it? Yeah. So the J4, the hindrance in J4 would negate the non-assault movement essentially, and then there's not. So it's 6 flat. And a 7 on the 6 is a normal morale check. What's your ELR failure? 3. Okay. Yeah. If you right click on it, yeah. And so the hindrance also affects the residual fire. And I think we messed this up last time. So normally you have the firepower of the attacks. So then you go down to 3 firepower for residual, but there's no 3 fire, so you go down to 2. And then the residual takes 1 away, so there'd be 1 residual firepower in that area. And I was just looking online. It looks like cowering potentially does not affect the residual firepower. Yeah, I was going to say we could let that go, though, because... Okay. That was first fire. Okay. Okay. Nice. Smoke. Yeah, smoke. Grenade +2? Yeah. Boom. I think so. If you're in it, yep. If you're behind it, if you're in it and firing out, I guess you can't fire out because it would disappear. Okay. Okay. So that's 4. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I'll take a shot from CC2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. It does capture the. It does clip the hindrance. So it'd be a 4 flat, I believe. Does that sound right to you? Uh-oh. There's a server window. Oh yeah, I'm back in the main room. Do you still have your game open? Okay. Yeah. You're in the new room? All right, give me a second. I'm just saving my version of the game just in case. Synchronize. Synchronization. All right, I think I'm good. Oh yeah, so it was a 4 flat, and 6 on the 4 is a normal morale check. Mm. Mm. Right, yeah. Did you have a H3 in your flamethrower? is there that minus? It's a +1 to your roll. I don't see the a flamethrower is a support weapon with a normal range of 1 hex and a firepower factor of 24. Flamethrower doesn't increase for point blank fire. I don't see any. You see a plus roll die roll modifier for a CX. A unit may not use 2 flamethrowers, but a full. Oh, I see. Any unit possession of flamethrower must deduct 1 from the IFT resolution DR of any attack against it. So it's just an additional modifier on my end when I'm shooting at it. Got it. I didn't understand that. Okay. Okay. Broken guy. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So that would make it defensive fire phase. And the I'm going to clear off some of these markers. So now I got a leader in the open and a 6-6-6 squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do. Over on B2. Oh, that's Woods. My mistake. Sorry. Let's see here. I think I can. I'm gonna fire at some guys in D3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 2 units over in AA2 and Z1. And I'm not sure they both have line of sight. I'm going to take the guy from Z1, double check him right now. Oh, it looks like it clips that art. I zoom in. Yeah, that peeks out of the other side. So if I was forming a fire group and one of the guys doesn't have line of sight, I still continue with the fire group, but just the other one drops out. Right? With the other one. So this becomes a 2. Up 2. Because the hindrance, then the woods. And that's a lot of nothing. So both those guys end up prep fired. Sorry, prep fired, final fired. Final fired. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think that's it for my firing. That'll do it. Yeah, advancing fire, yeah. B2. Yeah, that's your leader that I so naively thought was in the open. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fire the squad M5 on P1. Yep. Up 3. Yep. Yeah, it's tough. You do have somebody in H3. But that would be what, a 3 up 4 if you're firing at the fortified building. 2 up 4. So that would be, yeah, I mean, if you fire a 3, it's becomes a 7. If you fire a 2, you cower down. So I don't think you can hit. All right. So we call it for the advancing fire phase. Go on to the route phase. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, phase, advanced phase. Mm-hmm. Can I get rid of these prep fires? Makes sense. Is that everything? All right. So then that'd be close combat. Axis, turn 3. This is where, if we had a lot of viewers, it'd be wise to give a state of the scenario here. But I don't think we're skilled enough. What I want to do is have a third person moderating, and then I would walk away. They would talk to you. It's like, what do you think about your position? And you say, I've got them right where I want them. And then I'd come back on headphones, and I would say my what I was thinking. I would say, and I don't mind you hearing this, but for me, I like looking at how much you have to gain, like 25 building hexes. I decided to kind of pull back a little bit, be a little bit more conservative, just so you couldn't pick off my guys from the front row, and I wanted to make any gains you got if you did cross this big open terrain, to be a little bit thornier. So that was kind of my goal. I think maybe I set up too far forward, and I was like being a little too aggressive on those first 2 turns. So that's why I started to pull back. Yeah, I don't know. You take out this guy, the fortified building, you can maybe go through those buildings. Yeah. Should we jump into another turn? You want to do a half a turn, or do you want to call it? Okay. All right, so let's see what I got. Let's do some rallies. I'll start with the FF3 up in the corner. And that guy pops back. And then I gotta... Oh, that might be everybody. I think that's everybody. So now it's yours. Yeah. Yeah, they need a 4. Oh wait. No. They need a 5, right? Because they've got -1 for the woods, -1 for the leader, +4. So they come back. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a bad one, isn't it? I think that might. Yeah, I think that means you lose the game. Oh, I mean people. I think so. I think there's like some kind of casualty reduction there. Wait, I don't know. My little ASL SK2 summary by Paul Cornelissen says boxcars on a morale check. No, that's not a morale check. It's a rally. Boxcars on a rally is casualty reduction. So yeah. What were they? Oh, they are a half squad? Yeah, so then they're dead. I6. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got a half squad back. Oh, and you have a self rally. Right? Or no, this is my turn. Sorry, you don't have a self rally. Cool. Well, I mean, not cool. Or maybe, I don't know. Moving on is what I meant to say. Alright, so prep fire phase. I think my little mini group here in K2 I see the 6.66 with a medium machine gun being a little bit more vulnerable than achievable at breaking. So I'm going to fire from K2 to L3. So that's 7 down to 6. 6 up 3. And that's a 9, which is nothing. Prep fire them. Similar shot from my light machine gun in P1. And 1, 2, 3. They're also going to fire at the medium machine gun. Same thing, 9, so that's no effect as well. Boom, boom. I'll have my 447 over in CC2. Take a little pot shot at your 9-1, 5. 546666 and B, where's that? B2. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's long range. 2, it's a 5 hexes away, so 2 up 1. And that's nothing. And that should do it for my prep fire phase. So now I'm just going to go to movement phase. I'll advance the turn counter here. I'm going to move my 436 over to CC5. And I'm going to move this stack in FF3 down to FF2. I think that's it. I'm just going to play it cool. So defensive fire phase. Okay. The middle number. So yeah. Eight up 3, up 8 up 2 because you got a 9-1 leader. Okay. And that's just missed it. Okay. Pin task check. And I am pinned. Okay. So the 8 on the A chart. 2, so they cower down. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a pin task check. So the leader's pinned, and the unit is not. What was your... Yeah, I think it keeps shooting, yeah. Yes. Ooh, what's that? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the... Okay. And they pass. Yeah. And we pass. Nice rolls. No. Well, it goes down to the 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's also a pin task check. Which, and I pass. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't know if a pin task check gets you anything with how that's set up. If somebody was advancing into that, but I've already fired. Yeah, I'm not moving anymore. I mean, keep shooting. You still got rate of fire. There you go. 2 squad. Yeah, yep. Wait, yeah, 12. This group here, 12 up 2. Yep. That might be something. There we go. All right, so let's start with the leader. And that looks bad. So he should, well, no, it's a 1 morale check. So then that would also be an ELR, right? ELR is 3, so he goes down to a 7-0 breaks. And 447 passes. But he just lost his leader broke, so he has to go through a leader. Does he have to go through a leader lost task check? What's it called? Yeah. So if a leader breaks, all good order units with a lower current morale level stacked with him must take a pin task check after resolving the initial attack. With any negative leadership DRM added to the DR rather than subtracted from it. He does not have any modifiers, but it'll be a normal pin task check. So, and he passes the pin task check, but the leader's broken. Well, the leader's broken. The leader's broken, so you can't. A pin doesn't really apply to broken units. So yeah, the leader was pinned, so now that's gone, really. And these guys are now final fired. We do have a watcher who found us through the Discord app. His name is Vlad C. So he commented that the Americans should bring the flamethrower against the fortified building. Yeah. Yeah. You could maybe get there through some CXing on this road. I don't know. Yeah. 6 up 4. Okay. All right. So movement fire phase, or advancing fire phase. Going all over the place. Okay. And I don't think the guys that moved have anything else that they can see. I guess I should have prep fired again on this down here, but there's not really any benefit from advancing fire phase. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the route phase. And I'm gonna get this leader out of here. So they're gonna go into J1 and then continue to route to J0 and then up to X1, where there's another leader there waiting for him. I think that's all the routing I have. I don't think you have any other routing. So that'll cover that. Advance phase. I am going to advance into FF1. Yeah. So now that you really need to start to move, I'm going to come back into that kind of assault area. And creep this old 436 forward. And on the southern flank, yeah, that's just going to move a little bit that way. All right, that should cover the advancing phase. Oops. Close combat, American rally phase, turn 4, Allied. That's where we will begin. Save it, yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll come back at a future date with American Turn 4. I'm going to pause the stream